Don't listen to nobody. What's on your mind, just do it. Cause what's destined for you, you're gonna get it.
Welcome to the channel, Auto Body Society. I'm the Mac Doctor. I appreciate and thanks every single one of you that have subscribed, like, and comment. Stay tuned. Let's get it. Alright, boys. So today we're doing a video that's very important, it's very key in the K-series world. You might ask, how was that? That's if you are inquiring, looking, curious, or currently have a K-series build going on at your home. Story short, y'all know I have a K-24 EG hatch all motor for the track purpose that I'm building from scratch. The first thing that I bought on the hatch when I decided to go K about 3 years ago, maybe 4, was the motor mounts. I got some knockoff motor mounts off eBay. I believe they were like 2 inch change, 220. They were EG DC comparable. Okay. Yes, it was EG DC 92 to 95 for EG hatch. So I purchased it, no problem. As years passed, I started acquiring my parts. I acquired my K-24 motor, my A2. For the CRB. When I bought the motor mounts, I did not know that it's meant for regular transmission. What do I mean regular transmission? It only gonna work with number 1, any base model or Type S RSX transmission will work. With EP3 transmission will work. When it comes to Accord and TSX transmission, this is what you guys want to pay attention to. TSX and Accord transmission is the same lined up. Therefore, this mount is not going to work. I'll show you guys the difference. The transmission on the TSX and the Accord, the 3 pattern bolts, you know, one it goes to the side. On a regular K-series, they're straight. So that was a hard way to find out, because after I got my motor, story short, I ended up getting a 06 transmission Accord 5-speed. I ordered from eBay from Florida. It was not cheap. Paid $700 for it. I couldn't find anything in the junkyard. Most people, even for a base model, they were asking $1,000, $1,200. And the money wasn't so much of an issue, just the distance was the problem. So therefore, I went with an Accord transmission, not knowing that when I was gonna go with an Accord transmission, which is the same as a TSX, that's why I'm making this video, those motor mounts that I bought for you was not gonna hook. The rear transmission mount do not line up. The driver mount do not drive up. Lined up. The only mount that lines up is the passenger. The driver does not hook up. Transmission do not hook up. That's the big difference. So that's what we're making this video today. Also, another mistake that I made when I bought my headers, I bought them lean. What does lean means? Lean means that the motor, it push forward, not regular like most motors will be. So when I bought my 1320 Megaphone hood assault headers. I did not know that ordering them by saying lean was they was gonna be pushing forward. So that's another issue that I'm trying to cover in this video, that you guys should know. If you're gonna run hood assault headers, make sure that you buy them non-lean. Non-lean will mean they will be shorter and closer to the wall, because the motor is straight as stock. On a lean motor, it pushes forward, so you will need a special header that could compensate the space, because it's gonna hit and you're not gonna have clearance in the firewall. That's the issue that I had. So I'm hoping that in this video I could cover that with you guys. I just ordered my hasport k-20. It's called the kit that compensates for TSX and 4-core in order to put a k-24 or k-20 and a EG or Acura or Civic by any means. As long as you're using k-24 with an core or TSX transmission, you do need this kit. This is things that a lot of people's not telling you out there in YouTube. Not many videos I've been looking are explaining this. Even Hasport Motorsport, no shade to them, even though I got the motors from them, the mounts, and they very detailed. It's very small, the parts where they specify that you have to get a special kit, EG K4s, in order to have on a EG and a core transmission or TSX hooked up to your k-24. So I found very little information, and that's what we're trying to accomplish today. That's what we're covering today. I'm gonna show side by side my old kit, not because old, just because that was the first kit, which we're not gonna use no more. That's meant for base transmissions, which is like any base model, RSX transmission, EP3 transmission. It could be a Type S transmission. Done transmission will work. When it comes to TSX and a core only, you do need EGK4 is the kit's name. The kit, the EG Hasport motor kit. It's about $620 some with the taxes and everything already included. Not too bad. I try to be the cheap way last time, buy the cheapest and do my research, and I bought them double, so it cost me more. So that's why I'm doing this video, to show you guys, and hopefully you guys don't do the same mistake, and that'll help you guys out there. So with that being said, let's get it. So I prevail. We got snow out of nowhere, and I just happened to build this about a week ago. Wanted to surprise y'all. This is the 1.5 home of the Wolverine. No more getting snow, no more getting water. This is something temporary. Eventually in the future, I want to throw the right paneling, the right work. This is not my place. I don't want to put you with the issues I had last time. So I can go so big. So as long as my car is good, you know, we are right. It was sort of okay, but with the weight of the snow, I had to put this in here just so I could put another column for support. Just cuff me off guard. But overall, it's holding good. It's about 300-400 pounds of snow on top, and everything is dry. It's not going anywhere. So at least we'll be able to cover more content and more detailed video coming up on the EU Wolverine. So with that being said, let's get it. All right, let's go something over real quick so that we see and we do not make the same mistake I made on eBay. All right, when you buy your typical K-series aftermarket mounts, this is a very cheap, affordable version that I went with. This is a lot cheaper now than when I bought it. Anyway, this is the whole kit, what it looked like. Looks legit, screws and everything. Now it says engine mount bracket for K-swap Honda Civic 9295 EG K-20 K-24 K-series DC2 EG6 DC. Right, now let's go to the fine print. That's what we're missing over here. Trying to go in full description so you guys see what I mean. All right, let's read the information so you guys see that it does not specify. It says auto parts on engine mount bracket for Honda Civic 92, 95 EG, k-20, k-24, k-series, DC2, EGC, D6. Our engine mount, transmission mount undergo extensive lab and vehicle fitment testing. Highest quality materials are utilized along with strength, quality control, standard to meet exceed OEM qualifications. Rubber durament machines, OEM ensuring machine maximum occupant comfort due to minimal transfer to vibration, frequency, or engine RPMs. Offer maximum durability, precise performance. All parts are tested throughout manufacturing process to ensure proper management. Engine torque damping of excess noise vibration. Were broken engine mounts plates added to strain the transmission mount, which lead to cause transmission mount and the universal joint permanently fail. So literally it's not saying anything when it comes to transmissions or anything. Right now let me go to the k-4 kit. Now this is the one that I got, which is from Hasport Motorsport. EG Civic Del Sol K-Series mount kit 62A with Accord or TSX transmission. Y'all see the specification? Accord and TSX transmission, which I have an Accord transmission, and for y'all that that using a TSX transmission or planning to, that's why I'm saying pay attention to this video, because it's a lot of information that is not put out there and I'm trying to help out. So we'll go on the full description. Alright, we're just gonna start. It says Hasport EG Civic 92, 95 Del Sol dual height K-Series mount kit 62A with k-24 0307 Accord or 04 to 08 TSX transmission. EG K-4 62A performance mount kit for K-Series engine swaps with k-24 transmission to the 92, 95 Civic. All years of the Civic Del Sol aftermarket swap modifications to the engine bay. This mount can make swapping the K-Series engine to the engine Civic and Civic Del Sol above in procedure. Like all Hasport motor kits, is designed using sophisticated CAD, CAM software. These kits are feature optimized engine placement for the best axles, alignment, grounds, and hood clearance. Design, blending strength and style with a lifetime warranty to worry-free use. Hasport superior customer service. Hasport also has these products available for swap. So y'all see how we're literally telling you the specifications. That's the good thing about Hasport Motorsport. Depending on your swap, whether you go in J, you go in B, you go in K, you have to be specific what you're doing. But before you order, read the description so that you guys don't make the mistake that I made. Unfortunately, with the first mount, they did not specify that if I change to Accord or TSX transmission, I was gonna have such headache. So yeah, with that being said, let's get it.
It finally came! The big one.
Alright, so we're right back and we're gonna go over with the two differences of the mount kits. What's the big difference with the mount kit that I decided to go with, the one that I need, and the big difference with the kit that I previously had. So I'm just gonna turn around, show you guys a little bit, and I'll go over a little bit. So let's get it. Alright, check me out, boys. Take notes. This is your regular bracket that goes in the passenger side. The main one that holds the motor first. Goes like this. You have to remove your original passenger EG bracket, and this one goes in. Go with this bracket, and this one hooks on right to the motor. Although you have to have CRB mounts and all that hook that for that, just for the passenger side. This is your rear that hooks into the transmission. That's the rear trans motor mount, and this is the driver motor mount. As y'all see, That's the lineup right there. It's a straight pattern. This is EGDC compatible. You could use these with EP3 transmission, RSX, whether it's base model or Type S transmission. This is where it gets different. This is my k-4 new kit that I got. Check out the quality right away. Hasport for the win. Everything stamped. All the brackets come with the bolts. I got them separate. No need to show them in the video. You already know comes with it. So we're gonna do a small comparison with both. Pretty much every single piece, so we could see what the big difference in both kits. We start first with both mounts. The first one that holds the engine, which goes to the passenger side. Pause. They very similar. Got the same boxing. Either they said I could pretty much use both. The only difference that I see right off the back, Hasport Motorsport, it's got dual height, which means that I could drop the motor or I could put it high. When I have this on my Wolverine, if you guys notice, my motor is hitting the hood. It's because it didn't have the dual height, and it's I said higher setting. So that's one thing that I wanted to point out. A good point. It's not too obvious to many people, but it's obvious in itself. You see it's got two holes over here for the dual high. The knockoff, it doesn't. So that's one big step. Hasport for the win. And that one, because you could set up for k-20 lower or k-24 higher. Right, so we move along with these brackets. Ones that we discussed them. Alright, now we go to the rear. The rear, I do not have the bracket on me right now, but the brackets, they very similar. It's on the car installed as we speak. So it's not much that's gonna change. What do change, we're gonna set this aside, is this bracket right here. So we're gonna do comparisons. This is a regular mount for the back. This is special mount for a core TSX transmission only. This one you could use EPT transmission or RXX base model, Type S, any of that. TSX and a core only. You see the difference? We just reposition it so yeah we see. That's how it goes. While one is coming this way it's gotta go in more outside in order to grab the transmission. So that's a big detail from Hasport Motorsport that they modify big time. The tallness from the width to slide over. So that's the rear mount. We discussed already the passenger side and the rear mount difference. We're gonna set this aside as well. Of course, motor mounts, they very similar. We'll do that real quick. These are passenger side. We see the knockoff. We saw Imusa Racing. This one is the Hasport. We see they're pretty similar. Little different on design, which this one a little more nicer polish. When it comes to the polyurethane roller, you could tell the detail that they put in the work. They take proud work in it. It's a lot of detail they go in. Meanwhile, the knockoff don't even get them made in China. So that's the motor mount itself. Now for last, one of the main mounts that gotta be spoken here is the transmission mount, driver's side. Pause. We'll see the big difference right now. This one goes over here. If I was to connect it, so imagine I connect it. This one is already connected. Yeah, see the lined up? How is one bolt here, and then it bolts in the top, two more. Now let's review this side. This side, of course, with the mount mounted on, this will be the position that straight on. So if you guys see, one screw is here, the bolt, and the other one returns to the side where my thumb is at. It kicks out. So it's a big difference, and it's only 2 bolts. They grab something to it. Trying to do it side by side so y'all see what I mean. Big difference. This one straight. RSX EP3 straight. TSX Accord slants. So, and of course, you know, Hasport Motorsport got more of a quality of material, which, by the way, they lifetime warranty for life. If you ever was to run into any issue, you could just simply contact your manufacturer, and they either switch it for you, or you know, they'll take care of it for you in life. There's not many people that I ever heard that have a problem with the product. So pretty much the setup right here. Again, the old setup. Not the old because it's no good. It's just old because it's no good for me. I got a different setting. So for part description, I'm gonna set it up right here. This is for EG only. If you have EG hatch or EG coupe, pause. Not EK, not any other car. EG and EG coupe, EG hatch and EG coupe, pause. 92, the 95 Civic. Also will work in 94, the 01 Integra. K-Series engine swap. We are core or TSX trans. Over here, I'll give you the specifications on which one is it. 62A, 70A, 88A, 94A. Different grades for different needs, different kind of settings on your car, whether you got a street ride, or you got a daily, or you have a track car, which in this case, I went with the 62A. More recommended. Again, that's by Hasport Motorsport. Shout out to Hasport. And yeah, pretty dope, man. Of course, it came with a sticker, so I can't wait to put this on. And again, we got the old set, which this is your normal knockoff eBay beginners mount kit. So again, nothing wrong with this kit if you buy it in eBay. Very affordable right now, from $120 to $220. Just keep it in mind, if you're using this kit, it's not dual high, so your motor is gonna hit. You're probably better off putting a k-20 motor on it. But if you got a CRB motor like I have, or even a k-24A off of a TSX, keep it in mind that it's gonna hit with the hood. The only problem that I have with this one is that the transmission do not hook up at all with the rear mount of the trans and the driver transmission mount. So that's why this kit was no good. I wasn't able to hook up. The only one that hooked up the whole time was the passenger. And if you notice on my old videos, that's why I had a chain hooked up to the motor for the longest, because I didn't have the correct kit, which is what I have here. At the moment when I bought this, I didn't know I was going to switch transmission. I was under the impression I was going to get a RSX transmission, whether it was base or Type S or even EP3. Didn't work out like that. So I resorted to a quart transmission, and that's the result with it, which is still doable. You could still go K-Series. For a little bit more change, you get better results. You just got to do better research. That's why I'm doing this video to, you know, hope that it will help you guys at home. When it comes to K-Series, you go always buy your motor like I did from the Junker, $200. It just, when it comes to transmission, you have to be for certain what you're gonna do, because if you got the wrong mounts like I did, it could affect you if you get the wrong transmission at the end, because it won't hook up. And that's what I have to accommodate to EG's K-40. That's what I got. So yeah, I hope that clears a little bit the air in difference in transmission, whether K-20 or K-24 is a big difference. It will still, you know, work. It will land in there. Problems with this mount with K-24 motor that I had. The motor used to stick out probably like ½ inch more, so my hood didn't quite close thing all the way good. It would hit on the valve cover. So that was one thing that was key. Meanwhile, on this one, we got dual height adjustment holes. So we're gonna put it at the lowest setting, of course, so the motor will drop, etc. And now we could actually hook up the rear mount transmission that we didn't have around today or before. So this thing is working out little by little. As far as quality, I like how it's all silver and black. Compensates in my motor. Got a lot of parts that are like silver and black right now. So chrome doesn't get you home, but if it's high polish and it comes like that, why not? You know, wouldn't want everyone there to murder it out and scratch it when it's already, you know, at a high polish. So it's a plus. Well, if anybody have any questions in this mount, go back to the video and I hope I explained it well. Again, these are eBay knockoff K series motor mounts. K-20, K-24. Have in mind, it will work. It just, with a K-24, it's gonna hit your hood, so you have to maneuver, cut the hood maybe so you could have the ½ inch enclosed. Meanwhile, on this one we got dual height, so we could go lower or higher setting, and it should accommodate for your motor specifications that you guys have. So yeah, stoked, boys. Apologies we couldn't get this installed today, but y'all see a few pieces too many to try to explain at once and trying to install in the car. So next video we will be installing them, because there might be a chance, pretty good chance, they have to remove the engine in order to put them on the right way. So we'll see how things go. I just wanted to go over the difference between the mounts, for what transmission you could use this setting, for what transmission you could use this setting, what can you do in that case, or what you can do. You know, it's pretty much a lose battle. Another thing that I wanted to mention before I even installed them, because I checked them, my 1320 hood exhaust megaphone headers is not gonna work. I checked it, and they do sell a plate separate that you put on this side driver passenger mount, so it tilts the motor. It didn't come with it, so my motor is not gonna be lean, so therefore I'm gonna have to sell my lean headers and buy not lean headers, so that we don't have this issue now that we got the correct motor mount kit. So that's one point that I want to bring it up, so at least we know. Hope it's something that in the future will keep you guys from trouble, and you guys don't run into the same issue that I did. Alright, so with that being said, I want to thank every single one of you who have subscribed, like, and comment in the channel. I appreciate every single one of you like always. There's been a lot of challenges, but we do not give up. We are Auto Body Society. I am the Mac Doctor. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, and comment, and